Ladies and gentlemen, even before we go straight into the details of this particular video, kindly allow me just to mention something very, very important that happened yesterday on X Space during President William Ruto's interview with the Gen Zs. William Ruto is indeed a political genius. President William Samuel Ruto proved himself to be too smart on matters politics and also governance, the leadership of the Republic of Kenya. Why am I saying this? If you followed very keenly that interview, you noticed that there were some individuals, not all of them, just a few individuals who are pretending to be the Gen Zs, but they were actually not, because we know them. They were Raila Odinga's allies, Raila Odinga's supporters. A very good example is the Kileleshwa member of the county assembly, Robert Alai himself. Now, these individuals had only one mission: to counter President William Ruto. They provoked William Ruto directly, expecting President William Ruto to overreact or something. These leaders confronted William Ruto with very, very tough questions, but their mission failed terribly. You know why? You saw how President William Ruto single-handedly, without any support, humiliated, humbled these individuals. As a matter of fact, these individuals had to leave. They had to exit that interview. I did not see Robert Alai again after he was humiliated publicly by President William Ruto.
But I want to tell you that that is a Nairobi County affair. You, Mr. Alai, should not be asking me. The public should be asking you, because you are the person. You are the person responsible. You are the representative of the people. You should answer that question. You should be the one to interrogate the county government. It is your responsibility of oversight. It is your responsibility of representation. It is your responsibility of legislation. You should legislate how the county resources are raised. You should oversight the county government to collect it. I just want you to take up your job and do it.
And in fact, they had to exit that space because they were humbled, they were humiliated, they were embarrassed, they were totally shamed. As a matter of fact, I did not see Robert Alai again after he was humbled by President William Ruto. I managed to record that interview of about 1 hour, and in fact I uploaded in my previous video. Maybe you can still go check out if you haven't watched that video. A very, very interesting discussion that happened yesterday. Having said that, now let us go straight into the details of this particular analysis. And I want us to discuss about our own DP, our very, very good Deputy President, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua himself. So the DP Rigathi Gachagua's conduct has once again landed him in a very, very big trouble. And severe consequences are waiting for Rigathi Gachagua, because Rigathi Gachagua, if you have noticed, recently he continues to create more political enemies in the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, beginning from his boss, President William Ruto himself. And that is why Rigathi Gachagua himself confessed that all is not well between him and the president. Let me read for you this article. Rigathi says this, that all is not well between me and my boss, President William Samoei Arap Ruto. And you can clearly see that Rigathi Gachagua is a man who is isolated in the Kenya Kwanza Alliance because of his terrible mistake. Why do you think Rigathi Gachagua is having troubles with his boss? What exactly is causing the fallout between Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto? Rigathi Gachagua is one of the leaders very, very close to President William Ruto, but they are accused of sabotaging William Ruto's development agenda. A good example is the Finance Bill 2024, that Rigathi Gachagua was totally against it, and he did everything possible to ensure that that bill was not passed, and he succeeded on that. Rigathi Gachagua also have a very, very big problem with the UDA MPs. And that is why on Sunday, majority of the UDA MPs boycotted Rigathi Gachagua's fundraiser, or rather event, in Bomet County. And this article from The Star says that MPs skip Gachagua's Bomet church event. Only 2 MPs attended that event. But this time round, ladies and gentlemen, the DP is going down. Rigathi Gachagua could be a man under siege, especially after Gachagua messed up with the NIS, the National Intelligence Service, and the boss of NIS, appointed by William Ruto himself, Nordin Haji. Now, NIS is the most trusted department by President William Ruto. And that is why if you ask who William Ruto trusts the most between the DP Rigathi Gachagua and NIS boss Nordin Haji, I am sure 100% that William Ruto will always choose his NIS boss Nordin Haji over his DP Rigathi Gachagua. The main reason to this is because remember that the DP is a politician and he always operates on political interests. But Nordin Haji holds the intelligence, the secrets of the entire country. After Rigathi Gachagua messed up with the NIS, a statement was released yesterday. A statement which was very, very terrifying statement, which could lead Rigathi Gachagua in a very, very deep trouble. As a matter of fact, he can be arrested. Before we go straight into that statement and we also analyze it very deeply, if you are listening to me and you haven't subscribed to this channel, I want you to take 1 second or 2 and hit the subscribe button down below for you to receive more political updates like the one that I'm currently doing right here. Give this video a like so that YouTube can also recommend this channel and this video in particular to reach out to others, because I believe that that is the only way that we can improve this channel to grow. Let us proceed. I want us to begin from the root cause of all these issues. immediately after William Ruto officially announced to have withdrawn the Finance Bill 2024. And this is the exact words that William Ruto said. Having reflected and listened very, very keenly to the people of Kenya, who said loudly that they want nothing to do with the Finance Bill 2024, I concede and I will not sign the bill. After William Ruto's press brief, the DP Rigathi Gachagua also conducted another press briefing, separate, in Mombasa County. Rigathi Gachagua seemed to be very, very happy. Rigathi Gachagua was celebrating because his mission had succeeded. Rigathi Gachagua, as I said it earlier on, he was totally against the Finance Bill 2024. As Rigathi Gachagua was issuing his press briefing, however, Rigathi made a very, very serious and a very dangerous political mistake. He made serious allegations against the NIS boss, Nordin Haji. Rigathi Gachagua went ahead demanding that Nordin Haji must resign, or President William Samoei Ruto himself must sack Nordin Haji. Imagine advising the president in public to sack one of his most trusted department boss, the NIS. Let me read for you the article that Rigathi Gachagua, what Rigathi Gachagua was saying. Nordin Haji must take responsibility for the deaths, mayhem, and failing President William Ruto and the Kenya. Let me repeat that statement again. Nordin Haji must take responsibility for the deaths, for the mayhem, failing President William Ruto and Kenya for not doing his job. He must do the honorable thing, not just taking responsibility, but resign. He proceeds to say that yesterday, Nordin Haji was trying to put up a team together and propaganda and attribute the chaos to leaders including myself and Uhuru Kenyatta. I want to tell the NIS not to take us to the dark days of Nyayo era. Rigathi Gachagua did not stop at that. He went ahead of accusing President William Ruto for not listening to the people and that he is no longer popular in the ground. And this is exactly what he said. How did we get here? We were elected just the other day as a very, very popular government. When did we stop listening to the people? Then he proceeds with some words there. First of all, Rigathi Gachagua is accusing the NIS boss for misleading, misadvising the president. He is accusing the NIS boss of trying to set up a team, to accuse the DP Rigathi Gachagua and the former head of state Uhuru Kenyatta, trying to mislead the country on matters, demonstrations that happened because of the Finance Bill 2024. He is demanding that William Ruto must sack this person. How was that matter handled? Rigathi Gachagua's remarks, allegations were captured and also reported. Remember that Rigathi Gachagua, as the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, everything that he says is not a joke. Everything that he says must make an impact. Therefore, he must be sure of all what he says. This is what this article says. A petition was filed and the case will be mentioned on the 15th of July with a view of taking a ruling date. The National Cohesion and Integration will investigate Rigathi Gachagua thoroughly on his remarks on Haji. And I was asking myself, why would the NCIC, the National Cohesion and Integration Commission, decided to investigate Rigathi Gachagua on his remarks instead of conducting an investigation on the NIS boss, Nordin Haji? Why do you think they decided to do that? Because the NCIC, as part of the government, they want Rigathi Gachagua to prove of all what he said in his remarks against the NIS boss, Nordin Haji. That is why they are after him. Also, they want Rigathi Gachagua punished. So if Rigathi Gachagua will not be able to prove his allegations against the NIS boss, then he will be in a very, very big trouble. I don't know what you think. I want to know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section down below.